Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back once again. Not Hearts of Iron 4, not EU4, nothing that I usually do. No, well, no, that's not true because I've done a few of these ones. I'm doing a tier list. I figured, you know what? We know a lot about World War II, or at least we're interested in World War II, and some countries did better than others. So let me just see about ranking them on how well they did in the World War. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. And of course, if you have any ideas of your own on what I should do next, be it a tier list, some other meme video, or anything else, you're more than welcome to drop it in the comment section below. But no, let's get started, right? First off, Belgium. Now this one, easy as. It's the best goddamn speed bump known to mankind, period. World War One, World War Two. That's 2 out of 2. 100%. Therefore, S tier. I might be biased because I kind of live there, but I'm sorry. It's true. Australia. It's part of the Commonwealth, and a lot of the people under the Commonwealth, which are not Britain, did a lot of good stuff. Canada, for example, in particular, did a lot. I don't remember much of Austria, but I'm sure they did much in D-Day stuff. And I think they were a key part in the Africa theater, but you know, I actually get late, so I don't study World War II that in depth. I just have a passing interest in it mostly, so I don't know that much. Well, I wish I could, but sadly, I already lost my virginity, so it's a bit difficult to start learning about World War II. Anyway, Australia. Where am I putting you? Let's say B tier. It's good, but not incredible. Brazil. They did some stuff, but they're barely present in World War II. So therefore, I'm not going to put them in D tier. I'm just going to put them in C tier. They did some stuff, but no one really knows what they did. Also, they're part of South America, which in Hoi4 terms means nothing moves there. It's all static, and therefore C tier. Sorry, but you know they're not in D tier, but instead in C tier because they also have Hitler Mussolini is born in there and was a police general, so that's very cool. This one right here, man, what's the name? Can I look up who this is? No, my guess would be this is British Raj, right? And they put massive amounts of troops into Europe. They, you know, from what I remember, they were promised more autonomy / freedom if they helped out with World War II, and they really delivered. They also delivered in the First World War, but especially so in the Second World War. So I'm going to put them there. Next up, I'm pretty sure that's Bulgaria. They barely did anything in World War II as compared to World War One. So I'm gonna put them in here. Honestly, they were basically mostly interested in getting their land back, and even that they didn't get. They were just like, oh yeah, let me just join. Otherwise, I'm gonna get destroyed like Greece, and I do not want that happening to moi. Next up, I think that's. I see the Irish thing. I see the English thing, so I think this is actually the UK. Honestly, that's what you get for doing the phony war thingy. Where they're basically just let Poland die and we're like, whatever. They also let Czechoslovakia die. We're like, oh, whatever. It took them a lot of time to get off their asses, and even then, it's mostly the rest of the Commonwealth that were doing the good stuff. Well, it's not true, but I'd like to see it that way, alright? It's more fun that way. Next up, Republic of China. I enjoy playing as Republic of China in Hoi4. The Warlord era as well, very PogChamp, very cool. Although it kind of sucks that millions and millions of people just died. But it is what it is. So, Republic of China, where should I put it? Honestly, the fact that I like playing it a lot is China is my favorite region to play in Hoi4. Therefore, that alone bumps it up one tier, puts it in there. The fuck is it supposed to be? Soviet Union? What Soviet Republic? Is this Tanatuva? Let me look up the flag to Tanatuva. I swear to God, if it's their flag, god damn it, it might actually be. I don't know. Is this their flag? I'm guessing this is the Soviet Union. But what the hell is this? Mongolia? World War II flags. They were kind of like a puppet type situation. No. In that case, D. I don't know who you are. Don't care enough to look it up. You're staying there. Czechoslovak. No, this is the dude. Philippines. This is the Czechoslovak. No. How do you type this? See, it is the Czechoslovak. Why do I say Philippines then? Philippines. Let's have a look. Oh, because it's basically the same flag. They just have cool ornaments as well. Czechoslovakia. Well, they had the Czech Legion, which was cool. But other than that, all they did was just die. So, there we go. At least I know who you are. Denmark. It took them less than a day to die. Finland. You know, there was the Winter War, which they lost. There was a Continuation War, which they lost. Obviously, they inflicted a lot of casualties on the Soviets, but they ultimately lost. And the only reason that they survived is because it wasn't worth it for the Soviet Union to actually conquer them. It's kind of like what Switzerland does. It's the only thing a country that small and unpopulated can do when having a neighbor that's very strong and populated. Just make it not worth being invaded and hope for the best, because any nation can destroy Switzerland as well. It's just gonna be so costly, so time consuming, it's just not gonna be worth it. So I'd say, let's put them in here. They did a valiant offer. France, honestly, nah, you didn't do much. You capitulated very quickly. It's an embarrassment compared to the illustrious record that France used to hold. I think they won the most battles out of any country in the entire world. They were a powerful country, and they just didn't adapt quickly enough to the new doctrines. They figured out trench warfare. We can do this. We got forts. No. It's speed warfare that matters in this day and age. Germany, they did well. I don't know. I feel weird putting them in here because they're losers. Because they lost the war. You know what? It's kind of like Finland. Valiant offer, but you failed. Consider winning next time, huh? I'm just gonna keep it at that. Greece, I do like Byzantium, and they actually held out quite a while. They pushed back the Italians. Germany had to come help out. So I'm putting on the list with Germany. Hungary. It's kind of the same with Bulgaria, I feel like. They just want some of that land back and that's it. But they weren't particularly competent when compared to the big players in the war. Italy. There we go. Italy. And then you can be D. Alright? Obviously, let me actually change it up again. There we go. D list. And Italy all the way down here. You can't even see their name because they're an embarrassment. Nah. It's as they say, lions led by donkeys. The individual soldier was pretty damn good, but they adapted even worse than France to the World War situation, which is impressive considering they capitulated just like that. Japan, I don't know. They did somewhat decently at first in their war, but the sheer amount of Chinese people held them down, and the fact that they have absolutely no resources or proper production capacity, I'm gonna put them in C. Also, the fact that they throw babies into the air and catch them with their bayonets doesn't really sit well with me, but maybe that's just me. It's not really my hobby to do. The Netherlands. Well, since Belgium is in here, I figure the Netherlands should belong in here. You know what you did, the Dutch. That is what you create. You verdient it. The Dutch people know what I'm talking about. They deserve it. They deserve actually to be here, but I'll be merciful. Mexico. What did they do in the World War? No idea, so I'm putting them here. Wait, is this the Dutch and the other one's the West Indies? Honestly, both of them in here. You belong together, you will die together. Could this be Australia? No, I think this is Australia. I think this is British Columbia. Well, this is Canada probably. So Canada I'm gonna put in here because they were pretty badass. And also, I've written a song about them. Well, about Major Leo, or Leo Major rather, the badass that took care of liberating Zwolle, a town in the Netherlands, all by himself. So it's pretty badass. And I've already also written a song about it. So if you're interested in metal and interested in a song about Major Leo, the badass that liberated Zwolle all by himself, a town of about 100,000 people, go to Spotify, go to my YouTube channel, anywhere. That's Taki. You can find my music in there. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. The lyrics version of Major Leo will be coming out by the end of this month. I usually upload songs, at the end of every month. So it is what it is. Anyway, Norway. They did marginally better than Denmark, but Poland was fighting a losing war, but I feel like they did a valiant job, The Warsaw Rebellion, even though they know they couldn't succeed, they still went through with it, just on the off chance, and I think that's pretty brave. So, you go, my Polish dudes. Romania. I think they're slightly better than Bulgaria and Hungary, I think. So I'm going to put them here at the top of the list. They're between B and C. But that's pretty much it. I'm going to keep them there. Next up, South Africa. I don't know what they did. All I know about South Africa is their incredible amounts of racism. So what am I supposed to do with this shit? I'll put them in here. Spain. I don't like civil wars. So I'll put them in there. Thailand. Or Siam, rather. They had to join Japan, which is very unpopular, but they didn't really do much. Oh, and actually I'm going to bump them up at one point because there's a funny little story. In order to not get invaded by Japan, Thailand had to declare war on the Allies. So they gave the letter of declaration to the ambassador, I think, of Thailand, who had to deliver it to the embassy in the US. And when he opened the letter, he was like, hell no, I'm not delivering that shit. And so he didn't. And they ended up never really officially declaring war on the Allies. So that's pretty cool. Oh, there's the UK. What the hell are you supposed to be? Where's the... Oh, I guess this is Canada, maybe. You know what? There we go. I'll put you in here, and I'll put you in here. There we go. Britain, be more creative with your flags, okay? It's dumb. Now, US. They have a habit of joining wars too late, so all the way down here. How about in the next World War, join from the start, and don't bitch and moan about you doing everything, alright? Maybe then you'll have a higher score. The Soviet Union, I mean, they won the war, I guess, but it was a big cost. The purges were a bit not very PogChamp, a lot of bad economic decisions, but ultimately they also managed to industrialize at a ridiculously rapid pace. So I'm guessing, it's kind of like the casualties that they had is about equal to the casualties that were happening in Western countries during the Industrial Revolution. But in the Western countries, it was just so long to fully industrialize that it doesn't seem as bad. While in the USSR, all the casualties are packed into like a few years compared to like the almost decades of the irregular industrial revolution of the other countries. If that makes sense. Also, Yugoslavia. I'm gonna put them in here. They on their own liberated their own goddamn country pretty much through partisans and badassery in general. So I figured, you know what? I guess I'm gonna put them in there. Now that I'm looking at it, I feel a bit weird only having Belgium at the nest here, but I feel like it's very deserved. Okay, it's yeah. I'm sure the comments will agree with me. Tell me about your rankings and how you would split this up in the comments down below. I'm sure everyone can have a civilized discussion and there's not going to be people cussing at each other, hating on each other, and all that good stuff. But anyway, that is it pretty much for today. I do hope you've enjoyed it. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you did. Hopefully I'll see you next time, and hopefully you have a nice day. Bye-bye. Mwah.